I have a 5x5 closure. Trust me, that closure is permanently on side pattern. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, you're welcome, and to my old and returning subscribers, you guys have been amazing. I'll be talking about a 4x4 and 5x5 closure because these are, which I've talked about in one of my videos about the different sizes of closure. And if you're interested in seeing that video, please make a request in the comment section and I will drop the link for you there for you to check out, so you see in details the different sizes of closure that I have talked about in that video. But in today's video, I'll be concentrating on a 4x4 and 5x5 closure because it's like these are the two trending closures currently in 2025 or for some time now. So and I think a 5x5 closure is taking over 4x4 closure because number one, 5x5 closures is a larger in size, like it's almost half of a frontal, so it's just kind of is the great alternative of a frontal, because we know how stressful and also complicated or difficult frontal is to maintain. So people are beginning to go for 5x5 closure because they feel it's versatile, like you can do it or style it whichever way you want it. So it's bigger or is larger in size than a 4x4 closure. Then also another thing too about 5x5 closure that makes it more or popularly or demanded, or that is hot right now, or people are beginning to go for it, is that it's versatile in style. Yes, this is one of the obvious reasons of a 5x5 closure. You can do it to C-cut, and you can also do it side party. You can also style it in form of a frontal, although it cannot really give you that look or that overall ear to ear kind of the way you style frontal, but at least to some extent you can still achieve the style that you desire in a frontal with a 5x5 closure, at least to up to like should I say 80% if I'm not exaggerating. Then another thing too about it is that it also can be used for glueless styling, although if you follow me on this channel, I'm not really a believer, or I'm not a huge fan of glueless wigs, but at least it's one closure that is very good for glueless wigs as well, compared to a 4x4 closure rather. Then also in terms of prices, 5x5 closures are very expensive. Yes, they are way more expensive than a 4x4 closure. For example, if you are buying a 4x4 closure for, like, let me just say 10,000 naira, the price of 5x5 closure will be still like 20k or 25, like sometimes 15,000, 10,000 naira difference. So it's way more expensive than a 4x4. It's even more expensive than some frontals. Yes, there are some prices that they will call for a 5x5 closure. You will be surprised that from frontals are even cheaper than a 5x5 closure. So obviously 5x5 closures are more expensive than a 4x4 closure. And one thing is that 5x5 closure is, although it's beginning to trend, it's beginning to circulate everywhere, but it's not as popular or easy to find like you can get a 4x4 closure. 4x4 closure is everywhere. It's not something that you need to stress yourself to get, and you get it in almost all textures of hair. But a 5x5 closure, it's kind of limited. There are certain type of texture that you need to sweat before you are going to get it in 5x5 closure. So now, having said all these things, just for you to background check, or just for you to know what 5x5 closure does and all of that, this is why I'm coming to do this video, or this is my major reason for doing this video. Is 5x5 closure really worth it? Or will it really take over from 4x4 closure? In as much as it's versatile, you can style it, but the truth is that a lot of people, this is a bitter truth, which I know a lot of people are not ready for this. They are not ready to face this reality. The truth is that most people, or 80% of people, I'm even including myself, they still don't explore with 5x5 closure the way they should. So It's just like being you, like running from buying frontal, going to buy 5x5 closure because you feel, oh, I can part it. But the funny thing is that people are not exploring, whichever way I pronounce it, with a 5x5 closure. Yes, the truth is that you still end up styling it the way, or just doing the normal styling. Like for example, now I have a 5x5 closure. Trust me, that closure is permanently on side parting. I don't even know it's even a 5x5 closure because I have permanently parted that closure to side parting, because although that's how I feel, or that's the pattern I like it, there may be any day I feel like I will just do it again to a center pattern. So what I'm trying to say is that I've not explored, or I've not been able to be, to do this or style this closure in the way I should. Like I've not been able to the purpose of me getting it. Let me put it this way, is already defeated, because to be honest, I've never styled this closure in, like, I've never explored with the styles. Like maybe sometimes when I'm going out, I will do it like a bun or pack it half, or sometimes I will do it C-cut, or no, I have not. Or sometimes I style it or style it C-cut, or style it in form of frontal. I have never done that. There was a day I tried making an attempt, like I was so exhausted and tired, and I was like, I beg, I can't do. I just reset it back to my normal side pattern. So what I'm trying to say is that this closure, in as much as the company or people that decided to come up with the innovative or come up with the idea, they mean well, but unfortunately most of us, we are not really exploring with it. So it's still almost as the same, although the only this thing is that the only advantage it has is that you can just still wear it the way you left it, just compared to a frontal that you cannot just wear frontal like that. You still have to do something about it. But this one, you can just, whichever way you part it, you can still wear it like that. If it's C-cut, you can still permanently leave it in that C-cut till you are able to, till you are able to try out another style. But another thing too is that if you really want it to be well styled, or you really want it to look like frontal, you still have to apply glue. You still have to apply straight this. You still have to apply spray or glue, spray glue on it. You still have to, in form of, style it like a frontal. You cannot just part it like that and it will remain like that. No, you still have to do like in form of, you are installing a frontal to still be able to achieve that frontal look that you want. So that's the honest truth about 5x5 closure. So the truth is that most people are not exploring, or most people are not they are not doing or using the purpose of which it is meant for. Is it a waste of money? I will say yes. I'm sorry if I'm saying this, but I feel it's just a waste of money, because a lot of people are not doing what they should do, style it the way they are supposed to style it. So it's a waste of money. Why just invest in a closure or something that at the end of the day, or how long will you continue to be giving a stylist to be styling it for you the way you want it? Because I know a lot of people don't have that time to style it or explore with it the way they should. Or maybe once in a while you just take it to a stylist for revamping or restyling. So once they just do that particular this thing they want, that's all. But personally, most people don't explore with the style or with styling of that closure. So I feel it's just like a waste of money. And another thing is that, will it take over from 4x4 closure? I don't think so. Yes, I don't think so. It won't. 4x4 closure is here to stay, and it will continue to stay. I don't think 5x5 closure will ever take over from 4x4 closure, because the truth is that a lot of people are going back to buying their normal 4x4 closure, because you just look at it that what is at the end of the day, you can't deal. So, and the funny thing is that there are even some 4x4 closures these days. 4x4 closures are even wide in size that you can still explore, although not to the extent of 5x5 closure. If it's C-cut you want, you can still part it to a C-cut. Side parting, especially when you get a 3-part one, you can still do it. Your middle part, you can still do it. Your C-cut, you can still do it with 4x4 closure. So I just feel that 4x4 closure will continue to take, will not go out of trend, or will not, 5x5 cannot pursue 4x4 closure from trending or from the market. Or maybe people say, oh, people are no longer using 4x4. That's a big lie. 4x4 will continue to remain and will continue to trend, and people will still go back to it. I just feel that with time, and even to some extent with time, this trend or an obsession with 5x5 closure is going to go away, because number one, is even expensive, and after spending money buying it, and you now discover that you are not even explaining with it, you just look at it that it's not worth it. Maybe the next week you are going to buy, you just suffer, go back to your 4x4 closure that you are buying. So I will still say it that no matter what, 4x4 closure still remain the best, and it will still continue to trend. Other sizes of closure might come and go. There was a time Kim K was trending, Kim K, but these days, although Kim K is still there, but it's not as it used to be, and 4x4 still remain the same. So if I will to say this generally, I will still pick 4x4 closure over 5x5 closure. Fine, I'm not saying if you want to buy, you can buy it. Yes, you can buy it if you have the money, or you have the cash, or you just feel like you want to have it. You can do that, but have it at the back of your mind that all the things I've said about these closures is the truth. So think twice before you buy it. If you know you cannot afford it, don't go and just clear all your savings just because you want to buy a 5x5 closure. Just stick to your 4x4, because the 5x5, you will discover that there is nothing much, there is nothing special about it, because you will still end up styling it the way you are styling your 4x4 closure. That is the truth. So all the hype about it, I don't think is really worth it. Yes, I don't think it's really worth it. If you are feeling bad that, oh, I can't afford a 5x5, I really want to buy, you are eager, you want to buy a 5x5 closure, please don't be eager, don't feel bad. Just keep buying your 4x4 closure. Anytime you feel like, anytime it's convenient for you, you can just buy it, to just like, to be in the record that at least you have a 5x5 closure. But there is nothing special, there is nothing spectacular about it for you to feel bad about it. Even as a stylist and even as a vendor, I will always suggest, or I will always recommend customers for 4x4 closures anytime, any day. So that's it for this video. Are you team 4x4 or you are team 5x5, or all these things I've said? Do you agree with me, or you disagree? Or are you styling your 5x5 closure the way it should? Are you really enjoying it? Is it really worth it? Let me know in the comment section. And if there's any question you'd like to ask relating to this video, feel free to ask me in the comment section. I'll be glad to answer you to the best of my knowledge. But before you click off from this video, if you have watched to this point and you haven't subscribed, click the subscribe button to join the family, and also click on the notification bell to get notified anytime I post a new video. Share this video so someone might find it helpful and informative. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Thank you for watching. And also, please, I also sell hairs, I sell wigs as well. If you are interested in patronizing me, just make a request in the comment section and I will drop my business WhatsApp for you. So let's talk, let's do business, and hopefully, and I know that you are not going to regret it. So thank you for watching. See you in my next video. Bye for now.